Hey there, it's Kimberly Lucht, and I'm a business coach, energy healer, and dance guide for entrepreneurs who want to make more money and magic doing what they love. And so if that sounds like you, you're in the right place. And today we're talking about how to be successful in business. And so I have three main principles that I follow and that I encourage my clients to follow as well. So if you want to grow your business in a way that feels easy, fun, soulful, and doesn't burn you out, this is going to be perfect for you. The first principle that I encourage everybody I know who's an entrepreneur to follow is to build high quality relationships. And so the reason why I'm starting with this principle first is because my community, my connections, and my network really are linked to how much I've grown my business over time. I think there's a quote that says your network is your net worth. And so just look around at your community, at the connections that you've built. Maybe they're in the entrepreneurship space, or maybe they're in different spaces. Which connections have really contributed to the growth of your business, the success of your business? Who has really helped you grow or build or develop or connect with the people that maybe need your services the most? Who are the people that have championed you, who have encouraged you, who have helped you overcome obstacles even when you felt like you couldn't keep going? Who are the high quality connections in your life that you feel like you can rely on and that feel like pillars to your success already? If you don't yet have those high quality connections, is there a space or an area where you might be able to go and find them? Even if it's an online community, there are so many options to connect, and you really don't need like 1,000 or even 100 connections to really feel like you have a great network. It could even be 5 people or even less. It really depends on the quality of your connections and the quality of your network and community. And so take a look at your community right now. How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of 10 being like super high quality, beautiful connection, you love each other, you support each other, you encourage each other, you maybe even help each other make more money? That would be a beautiful, high quality, 10 out of 10 connection, I think, especially if you feel that kind of soul level, deeper connection. It's not all about growing your business, right? You have to have this mutual care and respect for each other. And if you have that, plus the beautiful connection and opportunity that lies within that, that is a 10 out of 10 high quality relationship. One, of course, represents a more lower quality relationship, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get them out of your life, but maybe it means that you spend less time with a 1 out of 10 low quality relationship, especially if you feel drained after seeing this person, or maybe they don't support you fully and completely, or maybe you don't have the honesty or the level of truth that you would want in a relationship. Really taking a look and seeing if you have any 1 out of 10 relationships in your circle and what you might be able to do to replace that with somebody who might be a 10 out of 10. And I also want to say that a 1 out of 10 connection and relationship doesn't typically go to 10 out of 10 unless you have a really honest and direct conversation with that person and with yourself about what you need in a relationship, what you hope for, what you want, what you desire, etc. And so take a look at your 5 top connections, rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you feel like you're at? How supported do you feel? How mutually beneficial does it feel? And does it feel like it's in alignment with your true soul's desires? So really taking a look and seeing where you fall and how you might be able to bolster the already deep connections that you have, or maybe find some new ones. Principle number 2 is to focus on the long game. And so I've always said that I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not here for 2 years. I'm not here for 10 years. I'm here for hopefully 50 plus. Like, I really want to be with you guys until the day that I can't do this anymore. And so I don't focus on short-term successes or short-term failures as much as maybe some other people might. I really see every ebb and flow as part of my business journey, my long-term business journey. And so if you are in business for yourself, maybe you've been in business for a while and you slowly start to feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, or I don't know if I can. Don't focus too much on right now in the present moment as much as maybe the long-term focus and vision that you can have. And so if you need to take a break from your business, and I've seen people do this, I've seen clients of mine take breaks from business for a year or even more. And sometimes that's what's necessary to have you in the game for the long haul and the long term. So if you just had a baby, if you just had a big life change, if you just are not feeling excited and invigorated enough by the work that you're doing, there's no reason why 1 year off or 1 month off or even 1 week off should thwart you from your mission entirely. Use it as a chance for you to reinvigorate and re-inspire yourself to carry on with the vision that you've been building, or maybe something different. Breaks are totally fine and healthy to do, and it's something that I think in the long term will help you stay consistent and stay in the game for longer. We're really thinking about sustainability and longevity when it comes to business success. I'm not looking at the short wins or the short-term successes, even though we love those too, right? A big boost in income in 1 month of the year is amazing. And I know it can feel like, wow, like let's replicate that. Let's do that every single month. But really what's more important is for you to continue showing up. If you keep showing up, I promise you that you will stay here and you will stay in this mission, vision, purpose of yours for the long haul, not just for your clients, but for yourself. If you keep showing up and stay consistent, I promise you that is the one biggest secret to success. Staying in the game, staying in the game. Don't pull out too soon. Really notice and see for yourself. It could take 2 years, it could take 10, it could take 20 to really feel like you've got your groove and you know what you're doing and you're successful in the way that you want to be. But just staying in the game is success. Being in business for yourself and staying with the vision that you held at the very beginning of your journey, that is a component of success. And so even if you need a part-time or a full-time job to keep your business going or get it off the ground, to feel like you can keep yourself in the game, that's nothing to be ashamed about. I know so many people that have been full-time entrepreneurs that then get a part-time job just for the time being, or vice versa. They start with a part-time or full-time job and do stuff on the side for their business. There's no right or wrong way to be in business and to continue showing up. And so all I'm asking you to do is to keep the vision rolling. It doesn't matter what pace you're going at, it doesn't matter how much time or energy you have to dedicate, but if you keep showing up, even if it's on a weekly or monthly basis, I promise you that something beautiful is going to blossom through. And even if that's your own inner sense of satisfaction of like, yes, I am channeling through this vision and this mission and this purpose of mine every single week, every single month, or every single day, whatever the pace is for you, just know that staying in the game, staying consistent, and doing so in a way that's sustainable for you is the most important thing for business success. And so principle number 3 is to follow your intuition. Now I know that this can sound a little cliche. There's so many memes about this, or just like graphics like, oh, listen to your heart, or follow your intuition, or go with what your soul said. I don't know, just all this stuff around that. Like, what does that actually mean? I think when we get quiet and still enough, things can come through, whether those are ideas, messages, or just a visual representation of something that you want to bring forth and manifest. For me, I know I've had so many business ideas, whether it's the name of a program or the program itself, that don't really make sense in the moment, but I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. Like, let's see where my intuition is guiding me. So I know that when I was guided to merge energy healing and business coaching, I wasn't sure how that was going to work and what was going to happen, or if it was even going to be a successful blend of approaches to business and to helping entrepreneurs. But I found over the years that it's the only way that I feel like I can really bring my best and bring my fullest skill set, is by merging the two. And so maybe it doesn't make logical sense. Maybe it doesn't really look good on paper or look good in the real world, but it feels good to you. And so notice how your body responds if you have a new idea or a new offer coming into form. Notice how your body is responding to it and really follow the intuition around it. Don't do things just because you think they're going to sell or you think your people want it. You also have to want it too. Your body has to feel excited and invigorated by the offer you're creating. Otherwise, it's not going to feel sustainable, and it might not even sell. The thing that sells my programs and my offers the most is my genuine enthusiasm and vigor for what I want to do within that program with my clients or with my students. And so if you feel that for your programs and your offers too, it'll be irresistible, more so than if it were something that you were just doing because you thought that it would work, or you thought that it would sound good or look good to people on the outside. Does it feel good on the inside? Does it feel good to your intuition to bring this forward, to bring this to the people, to bring this to your audience? And if it's a no, is there any way that you could shift, whether it's the name or the program structure, in a way that would make it feel even more of a yes for you in your full body? Just like, yes, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to show up and do this for whoever it is that you're serving. Is there a way to make it more feel good and make it feel more like it's an intuitive yes? If you're able to do this, not just with your offers, but with your marketing, with your content creation, with everything that you do in business. If you're able to follow your intuition, your success will be so much more likely to come in. Because when we do the things that are real and true for us, that make us feel lit up on the inside, success just comes in and is magnetized to you just with that energy. And so take a deep breath into that energy of like a full body yes for your business, a full body yes for your offer or your website or your photography or your customers or your clients. What does the full body yes feel like? Who do you want to serve? How do you want to serve them? What programs feel like they're coming through you as a full body yes? Following your intuition is your best tool for business success. I really hope that this helps you create the best business for you and for the people that love you and love your services. And if you want more guidance like this, I invite you to check out my free Soulful Business Roadmap. It's a free guide for entrepreneurs who want to create or grow their business. And we get into the nitty-gritty of soulful marketing, making more money, and attracting dream clients. So if you want all those things, go ahead and check out the link below, put in your name and email address, and it'll get sent straight to your inbox. Thank you so much again for being here. Comment below whatever your favorite principle for business success is, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.